Hey guys, today's episode is brought to you by Mother. They have an epic Call of Duty competition running where you and some mates can win an insane rescue op mission. So grab a pack and enter at the link below. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Ask Kieran. So in this episode we're answering the question from Axel on Facebook, and he asked, seeing as how the next generation consoles do not have something new and groundbreaking to offer other than graphics and television, what do you think the next gen consoles should have in order for them to be groundbreaking and actually be the next gen consoles? Thank you. Okay, so thank you for the question, Axel. If anyone else has questions, links in the description below. Send them to me those ways, because if you send them in a YouTube message, they get lost in my emails. So I will try and get around to them, but if I don't, I apologise. And I dropped my pen. Don't know why I need it, but I do. So what do they need to be groundbreaking? Like, there's nothing available that's on cheap level. Like, you've got the VR, the virtual reality thing that I don't think, like, yeah, it's cool and everything, but who would really want to wear that? Like, even though they've fixed the screen so it doesn't give you a headache and it doesn't look terrible, I mean, still, you wouldn't want to be walking around or sitting with one of them. So I think, I've said it from the beginning, this generation, the next generation of consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, will pretty much be exactly the same as the other ones, except with better graphics. And again, those better graphics might take 2 or 3 years to actually perfect or actually make a substantial difference. So that's why I was a big proponent of not having a new generation of consoles, because you really don't need it. But no, I think this is more or less a way for Microsoft and Sony to kind of fix what they did incorrectly in the other ones, and for Microsoft make it even more of a family unit with television and all this garbage. Sony, as you can tell, is focusing on the gamer, which is why they've definitely refined a lot of the problems that a lot of people had, like the fucking slow UI, the crappy UI, the controller, and other great things that they're working on. But Sony's going to be going down the social side of things, where Microsoft is steering away. So, what would be the biggest thing? I think it's hard to find something these days that's not a gimmick. 3D is a gimmick, and for those 3 people that bought a 3D television, I feel sorry for you, because it's a fucking waste of money. No one wants one. No one wants to play games in 3D because they look like crap unless they were built for 3D, like Uncharted. But other than that, you know, you can't have 3D. No one's going to have virtual reality because it's not going to sell. It's only going to sell to the hardcore market. So I think we're kind of in a stalemate, because if you think about video game consoles, you've gone from a certain number of 64-bit, 32-bit, 64-bit, and Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1, and then you went to even better graphics with the PlayStation and the Xbox, and then you had probably the biggest leap in video games, which was from standard definition to high definition, and every generation has kind of capitalized on that, unless you're Nintendo and you have no fucking idea what you're doing, especially with the GameCube and the Wii. So now that we have high-definition graphics, there's really nothing that you can do from there on. And a lot of people seem to think, well, what if they just throw better graphics cards and memory and all this crap? But you've got to realise that the reason why The Last of Us and Uncharted and all these other games look great is, like, yes, they're running on good technology as opposed to what else is on the market for consoles, but a lot of it is the time and dedication that the people who make the game put in. Like, you're not going to see that time and dedication in a game like Call of Duty. So even if you put it on a new generation of consoles, it's not going to look that much better just because it's running on new hardware. I mean, a lot of people seem to think, well, it's running on new hardware, it's going to look amazing. But I think the biggest thing for this generation is the downloadable stuff. Like, you can download anything and you can stream it and stuff like that. That's huge. Not for me, because I'm in Australia and our internet is slower than Africa's. And that's not an that's not an exaggeration. Google that shit. That's why I voted Labour today. But no, I think, but more to your question, what should they have? I can't think of anything, because there's nothing really on the market that's not gimmicky. Like, I don't like the touch panels on the PlayStation controllers. I don't like the Kinect, which is all the new stuff that both companies are doing. But I think what they should have, don't know. I'm happy with my Xbox and PlayStation 3. I don't need a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but I will be getting them. Just to stay up to date. But I think better games, better first-party games, especially from Microsoft. So, what should they have? Don't know. Because chances are, in this country, I'm not going to be able to take advantage of what they bring anyway. I can't get Netflix, I can't get streaming television that's worth a dick, I can't get streaming HD things that's worth a dick, can't download games really quickly because it's fucking slow as shit here. So, I don't know. So unless you guys know what you would like to see that's groundbreaking technology in these things, I mean, you know, in terms of that definition, Connect 2.0 is kind of groundbreaking technology for what it does, but no one wants it. No one wants 3D. That was groundbreaking technology. No one wants a touch panel. Groundbreaking technology. So tell me what you guys think. Until then, I'm out. Rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, links below. Until then, au revoir.